Hi, this is Malia from Loom with M, and today I am going to teach you how to make this ringlet bracelet. I really like this bracelet because it's relatively simple and it just doesn't take that many bands, except it looks a lot more elaborate than the effort you're putting into it. And I really hope you like it too. Okay, band count. So band count will obviously decide the size of your wrist will affect how many bands you use, but this is how many bands I used. I used 10 of color A, 18 of color B, and 19 of color C. Today, instead of using these colors, I will be using purple, pastel blue, and I think it's like Caribbean green pearl. Okay, let's get started. Oh, I forgot, of course. You will need a C-clip. Now let's start. So to begin, we need to make a cap band, and I made my cap band in color C. So you're gonna take your hook and take a band and double it on your hook just once, kind of squash it together to make it a little easier for yourself. Now we're gonna do our first single chain. So take one of color A and loop it through your cap band and put the other end on the hook. Now we're going to do one of these little ringlet patterns. They're little rings. Okay, so first what we need to do is take color B and you're gonna loop it through one side. So go through like that and then put the other end on the hook. Now here's where it gets a little bit more complicated. I would say this bracelet's still fairly easy. So we're going to take a color C, bring it through both ends, then you're going to pick back up the second loop that you dropped. So put it back on your hook. Not the first one, but the second one. If that confused you, I'm going to keep going. And now before you put on this end, you're going to want to take this color C loop and put it over your hook. And just drop it. And then you can put on this end. So it'll look something like this. So now we need to flip the design. So pinch 3 loops securely in your hands, slide the hook out, and flip your design. And now we need to do the same thing on the other side. So take one of color B, bring it through, and put both ends on the hook. Then take one of color C and you're going to put it through both. Now we're going to come back and pick up that second loop. And then we need to put this loop over. So I'm going to adjust my grip and then I need to pinch this loop here and pull it over our hook. So then it's right there. And now put the other end on. Okay, now that both ends look the same, we need to loop one single chain forward. So take one of color A and put it through everything on your hook and put the other end on. And then you need to repeat this pattern until the bracelet is your desired length. And I'm going to do another one with you. So we're going to put one, pull up a color B on your hook, then take a color C and pull it through both, pick up the second loop, flip the band that you just pulled on over. Oops, mine just slipped. So if they do slip like I just did, you can just rearrange them, pinch and pull over, and put the other end on your hook. After we've done one side, we need to flip color B on your hook, both ends on, color C through both loops, pick up the second loop, so you're going through 2 loops and then you pick up the second, pinch C and go over, put the other end on, and loop another single chain through everything on your hook. I'm going to do one more with you. I'm going to go a little bit faster and then I need to show you how to finish your bracelet. So, one last time. Color B through one loop of your single chain. Color C through both loops of that color B. Pick up the second loop, then pinch and pull it over the hook. Put the other end on. Flip your design. Color B over one loop. Color C through both of those loops, pick up the second loop and loop over, then reclaim. And then single chain forward. Okay, so now my bracelet is long enough and I just need to do one last loop. I'm going to take my color B, loop through color C, and preferably you would end on a single chain like that. If you need to, you could add on a second one if it's not quite the right length, you want it a little bit longer, but mine is the right length just right where it is. So now what I need to do is take my C-clip. Oh, C-clips are so hard to show on camera. Okay, take my C-clip and you're just going to clip it on. Spin it to make sure it's secure. Mine does not look very secure right now. There we go. Then I can slip it off. Take that C-clipped end, find the other end of the bracelet, and attach it right there. Make sure it's not twisted. And there you have it. Here's your finished ringlet bracelet. Just a side note I would like to point out, something you can do from this bracelet is instead of using two and linking the single chains together, you can just have one and make a variation of the bracelet. All you need to do is take your first band, pull it through everything, and this would be a cap band. And then second band through both, grab the second, loop over the band on your hook, and put it back on. And I can also quickly explain just how you do a cap band. It's very similar. You would just take a band, double it over to be your cap band. Now pull off both loops. Now when you're looking at your cap band, it kind of spreads out. Take the second loop, then roll. Now loop this one over. Oops, I just lost my cap band. One loop of the cap band, then pull over purple, and slip the other side back on. And there would be your first start. If you like this video, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. Thank you!